Hey you guys, it's Diane here with Pretty Fun Stuff YouTube channel, and today I have a little project I'd like to share with you guys. I was watching some YouTube channels and I wanted to do some cards, and I've been working on a few mini albums and kind of just wanted to relax and do something easy and quick. And so anyway, I was watching Kathy Clement, and she had this wonderful video where she takes some Prima paper and takes one sheet and takes the cut aparts and some ephemera pieces and puts together 12 cards. So that is what I was going to do. I have some Prima paper here that I purchased a while back from, I think I got this from Hobby Lobby. This is the Prima Marketing Apricot Honey collection, and so it has the foil papers, and it's beautiful. I don't know that this is available anywhere, but it's just a lovely, there's all your little cut apart. So that's what I had instead of like ephemera, and this is just a lovely, and these are the cut apart. So I cut those apart for the tops, and then I selected a few papers. So what I did, I kind of followed her tutorial. There's where I cut those apart. I did my card bases, so I did 12. So I have 4 in pink. This is pink shimmer cardstock from Michael's Recollections, and then I have the cream also from Recollections, and then I have the white, and this is a soft white. I think it's called soft white or cream white. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, so this is 110 pound though. The rest of these are 65 pound weight. So I cut my cards. They're 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so they're A2 sides. And then I cut some papers, and so what I did, as you can see, I cut my papers. I cut a band here. This one has a band, and then over here I did a band, and then I did this, and I have them laid out because I haven't put them together quite yet. So what I did is I used Anna Griffin Thank You. That's this die cut. My problem was I wanted to make some cards for my church. We've recently had some deaths at the church, and so I wanted to do a few sympathy cards, and then also I wanted to do thank you cards for other reasons that the church can give out to thank people for volunteering or contributing or whatever the case may be. So the problem was the stuff that was in the paper pack, it wasn't really for thank you cards. It's all good stuff, and I love it, and I will make cards with this like Kathy did in her video. But I started to cut everything out, and I'm like, these aren't really for thank you or sympathy cards. And this one is probably a good one. I like that saying. But so I decided to hold off on this part and kind of do my own design. So it was inspired by Kathy. I just kind of went a little bit different direction. Look, I even took some die cuts that I had, some dies that I had from, this is from Diamond Press, and I cut these copper. And these are great. They're all, you are not alone. There's a dove in here. There's a heart with a cross. And as I was playing, it just wasn't working. So I've got all these cut. I can make more cards with them, and I will. It's just not working with this is what I have in front of me at the moment. So what I decided to do is I'm still going to use the band, but I'm not going to use the cards. And I think I'm just going to use a few of the die cuts. I did have a punch an EK Success punch. And I selectively punched the part where it has the foil from the paper. So I used that to punch a few flowers. I'm going to decorate the card with those. And then what else did I use? I'm using some copper foil cardstock from Michaels. So I thought that I would layer them on the card and then basically do like this. And that will be one of the cards. So I cut out, like I said, I think I cut out I think I used like 2 sheets of paper because a couple of these are the back sides. So I didn't use the back of that. Let me see. I think it was this one. I used the back. See, that is the same as over here. I have 2 more over here, but it's the same as that. But I'm going to use this side and then use this band and then use the thank you and then the butterfly. And then this will be put on this, and then I'll put it on a card base. So that's what I'm doing. So I was inspired by Kathy Clement, Kathy by Design. I will link her video to hers in the description box below, so you could take a look at hers. But I did use a thank you from Anna Griffin. This is a thank you I got. I'm not even sure where I got it. I think I got it on Amazon or something, but it makes this. And then I may have gotten that at In Love shop. I'm not sure. Then I used the Heartfelt Creations. I used He Heals the Brokenhearted, that circle, and then I used May God be with you and comfort you. So I embossed those with Zing copper embossing powder. So I used that for my embossing for those stamps. So that's going to be my focal on some of the cards. So half of the cards have sympathy and the other half are thank yous. And then for the sympathy cards, for the circles, I used this for the outer die on that one, and then for the inner to cut out the stamps I used the smaller die. And this is a die set from Our Daily Bread Designs, but now they are called Divinity Designs. So if you look them up, they're called Divinity, and I'm sure they still have these pierced circles. It's a staple in their line, so you could get those if you wanted them. And then as I decorate, I plan on maybe using some of these Love by Lizzie little, I don't know, they're stickers. So I might use some of these. I'm thinking probably the white, the glitter white. This is like a border, a little cute little border. I may use those. We'll see. But I'm going to start putting these together with my card bases, and then I'll come back and show you what I've done as far as the decorating. So I just wanted to, you know, give y'all an update and let y'all know what I was up to. And I hope that once I get these put together and I show you the result, that would inspire you to make some cards. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, you guys, I'm back here with the rest of the video. Here is one of the cards that I completed with the Apricot Honey collection. So, as I said previously, here I embossed this Heartfelt Creation sentiment. This is a die cut from Dies R Us. I used a peel off by Love from Lizzie. I have those here. Beautiful peel off from Love from Lizzie, and I did that on several of the cards. Here's one where I did the peel offs in pink. So and all I did was take some designer paper from the paper pack, cut it at 4.25 by 5.5 on this one. I embossed the Heartfelt Creation Sentiment. I cut out the Divinity Design Circle, punched out some flowers from the collection, and just added that to the front of the card, and that's it. So this one and most of these, I did do a layer of copper to coordinate with the Apricot Honey collection. So the copper measures 4.25 by 5.5, and then the designer paper measures 4 by 5.25. So here are the samples that I did, and I did fussy cut some butterflies from the paper pad, and the insides is just plain. But this is what I did for my cards. Here I used some Love from Lizzie. You can barely see that white border there, but it's really cute in person. Here I used a silver. You can really see that one. That's the peel offs. That's these from Love from Lizzie. See, that's that silver one right there. Very pretty. And then these are, I left them dimensional so they could pop up. So that's that. So I think these are the thank you cards. Here's another set of the thank you cards. So here's where I used the punch, and then this is a this is a diamond press die. This is a Anna Griffin thank you die. This is a peel off here, those two. But yeah, very beautiful. And you see, I just assembly lined them and put them together. So here you can really see that peel off. So I just had fun kind of decorating them. Here is another one. Now this one I went all the way with the designer paper, 4.25 by 5.5. Punched out those copper flowers and attached those to the card. And here's another version of that. And I kind of, you know, moved things around a little bit, added some butterflies to the card. This one I actually cut a circle out and added a flower. So there's different variations. See, this one has a belly band and this one does not, which, you know, I figured since I had the border on that, that was enough. And then they all open this way instead of top folding. So that's how I did my cards. And why don't we go ahead and make one right now. I'm going to make this one, and I'll show you how to put everything together. So my base measures 8.5 by 5.5. You'll cut a base and then you'll score it at 4.25. Okay, if you want a top folding card, you would cut it at 4 and score it at 5.5, and both of those would be A2 size cards. Now this I took, this is a 4.25 by 5.5 piece of foil copper cardstock from Michaels, and we're just going to place that on the card. And I will get my tape ready here, and I'll just put this together real quick for you guys. This is how I did all these cards. And I'm thinking about maybe getting one of those tape, you know, you've seen those little tape, I guess they're called tape guns, I don't know, but tape dispensers, and so I may get that. I don't know yet. They're about $35, and I don't know if I want to spend that money at this point right now, but I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on here just to make sure, not too much. And then we're going to place this on the top of the card, making sure we cover it. All right, so we covered the card just like that. See there? Okay. All right, and the next step is we'll take our designer paper, whatever designer paper you have in your stash. It doesn't have to be this one. This measures 5 1/4 by 4, and I did ink all the edges of mine. I used the Graphic 45 Decades. This color is dark cashmere, but you could definitely use like vintage photo, or there's lots of other browns that you could use. There's a memento, rich cocoa. So whatever you have in your crafting, in your craft room, you just use what you have. And as far as these papers, it doesn't have to be this particular Prima paper pad. As you can, you know, if you look at the video linked below where Kathy Clement did hers, she used a totally different Prima paper than I did. And, you know, you could use, you know, a Graphic 45 paper, or Echo Park, or Lemoncraft, or Ciao Bella, or Mente. Whatever you enjoy, you can use those papers for this card making session. You don't have to use the same papers that Kathy and I are using. This concept works for any types of papers, and so that's on there like that. And then I have this little belly band, and this little belly band measures 1 inch by 4 1/4, and some of my belly bands measure 1.5 inches. So it just depended on how I cut the paper and what I had left over, and I just used it. I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to use what I have. So there you go. So I want to use this one with the copper. So I'm going to place this, and I kind of line it up on my grid, on my mat, and then I kind of just eyeball where I want it, kind of line up the line so it's not crooked or anything. And yeah, so that's how I figured that out. I just line it up and then place it down according to the lines. Now on this, I did add some foam tape to my sentiment. Then I would like to put these around it, and I will glue those down separately in just a minute, but I'm going to put the sentiment down first, right about here, because I want to show this copper here. So I am going to use my little tool here and get this paper off. So this pops up the sentiment and adds a little dimension to the card. All right. I'll put just a tiny bit of glue on there, and then we'll place this over here just like this. Okay. And then I'm going to take this and put just a little bit of glue here and there on this leaf. Okay. Oops. Oh no. Well, we can fix that. That's okay. Let's put this around just like this. It'll be okay. Not a big deal. This dries clear glue. There we go. All right. And put a little bit of glue here and there just to make sure that it's glued down, doesn't go anywhere. All right, especially this one because it's kind of hanging off the edge there. All right, now we're going to do this one. And this is a delicate die cut. This is a leaf die cut from Diamond Press. Okay, so you can use any leaf die cut you have in your stash. Doesn't have to be this one. All right. I'll separate this a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to place this right up under here. I want it like that. All right, and then I think I may add a butterfly even over here. See if I have any butterflies already cut. So I have these butterflies here. I think I want to cut this one out. So I'm going to fussy cut this real quick. And now when you fussy cut, you want to just kind of move the paper as you're cutting. Okay, see how I'm moving the paper? I'm going up and down with my scissors, but I'm moving the paper as I'm going around the butterfly. And I don't like a lot of white. Sometimes I like some white showing, but most of the time I like to go right to the item. Okay, and there we go. So throw that away, and then I'll take a little bit of my cashmere and I will just kind of go around it. This is a little makeup brush. You can use whatever you have in your stash to apply this. Okay, so I'm done with that. And then what I want to do is kind of make the wings go up a little. And then we can put a little bit of glue here. And that can go right there. Okay. Oh, I forgot to add some Lizzie peel-offs. I wanted to add a peel-off to this. Oh well, that's okay. I got excited with you guys being here. But, you know, on this one, I added the Love from Lizzie peel-offs. They go on really easily. And I wanted to add it here, but I forgot. So anyway, there's the card, and it opens like this. And I will leave it blank for the church to write a sentiment. Maybe I will stamp a scripture in each one before I send it to them. But yeah, those are my cards that I made for my church using the Prima Apricot Honey collection. And I've got 12 cards, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards. So, yeah, so I hope you guys are inspired by this video, by these cards. And thank you guys for joining me. Please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. And it would be very helpful if you could like it and make a comment so that it can be distributed to other crafters who like this sort of video. And hopefully you guys, I can come out with some more maybe some quick card making videos if that's what you like. If there's anything in particular you'd like to see from my channel, please leave me a comment below and I'll take a look at that. And I really enjoy making cards, mini albums, and folios. That's pretty much what I kind of center around. So if you like those types of items, then please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I appreciate you guys watching, and y'all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.